today's video, I'm gonna do kind of like a whimsical unicorn, and I haven't seen this video done, so I'm kind of happy that this is like the first time that I'm seeing it. So I'm going to first start off with my base. I'm just gonna use a little bit lighter of a foundation than I normally would. This one is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, and then I'm going to use my Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. And I'm also going to highlight using the MAC Prep and Prime pen, and that's just going to create a little bit lighter of a base because I feel like you need a little bit lighter of a skin tone to make these colors show up, the really like pastel unicorn colors. You could also go in with a white face paint and paint your whole like face and neck white first. That would also look really good, but I just didn't want it to be that dramatic. I kind of just wanted it to still look like me, but a unicorn version of me. So that's why I'm just taking that extra step to highlight and everything, and I'm also just going to set everything with translucent powder. I'm just going to start off with my eyes first, and I wanted this to be really, really colorful. So I'm going to use the Obsessions palette. This is a colorful one. I forget which one it's called. But I'm using the yellow shade first, and I'm going to use that in my crease as a transition shade. And then you'll see in a second, I take that really bright orange, and I kind of put that all over my lid and blend it up into the crease. I love the color that this created. I just love, like, the pinks and oranges and yellows, but obviously that's not wearable for every day, so it's definitely wearable when we are going to be unicorn. So you'll see right here, I'm just using that same fluffy brush and blending those colors together. I feel like it just creates like this dreamsicle color or something. It's just so pretty. Then I'm going to use this neon shade. You'll see me use this a little bit more throughout the video. I love this color and it is so pigmented. So I'm using this kind of like orangey neon pink shade, and I'm going to put this on my lid kind of in the outer corner, and I'm kind of bringing it in towards the middle. I just want this to be really smoky because I'm going to do a cut crease. So I focus on the outer corner and then I bring it in towards the middle. Now you see I'm doing a cut crease just how I normally would, but I'm bringing the cut crease in very far in the inner corner because unicorns kind of have that really wide eye effect, so this is going to make our eyes look like they're more spread apart. And it's just gonna give that like horse type effect. You can also do this just in a normal makeup look if you have really close set eyes or really small eyes. This will make your eyes look bigger, so that is the illusion that we're going for. So that is why I'm bringing it like very heavily into the inner corner. And then I'm taking a mix of those two purple shades, the lighter one and the darker one. I still want this to be very neon and pastel, so I don't want anything to be too dark, but I'm going to put that in the outer corner just to blend out that cut crease. Then I'm just going to take a mix of colors and put that on my lower lash line. This part is actually not even necessary right now because I'm going to go in with a different color liner, but I just kind of wanted to show you what I'm doing anyway. Then I'm taking a white liquid liner, this one is by NYX, and I'm going to fill in that whole inner corner of my eye, again, just to make the illusion that our eye is bigger than it actually is. And I'm going to do that on both eyes, and I'm going to kind of blend it into the lash line. I originally had this a lot bigger, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I kind of wiped it off and did it this way, and I just think it adds to the look and really makes you look unicorn-esque. And then I'm using a MAC black eyeliner, and I'm lining my waterline, but I'm kind of connecting it to that white eyeliner just so it kind of still creates that illusion that our eyes are wider than it is. So you don't want to follow your own waterline, you want to kind of follow like this new waterline that you made with the liner. And then I'm going to smoke it out, and I'm going to also take that pink shade again and smoke it out again with a flat definer brush because, again, I don't want this to be too dark. I want it to stay pretty neon, but I did want to create the illusion of a bigger lower lash line, if that makes sense. And then I'm filling in my eyebrows with a purple paint. And you could pretty much do whatever you want with this, but I just thought that I wanted to keep the theme purple, pink, pastel shades, so that is why I'm using a purple paint for my eyebrows. And then to start contouring, I want the contour to be purple, but I don't want it to be a bright purple just yet. So I'm taking this color in the Norvina palette by Anastasia, and it's more of like a gray purple color, and I'm using that same brush that I used with the pinks just so it gets kind of that pink tone in there as well. And I'm going to contour my cheekbones, but I'm starting the contour like where I normally would, and I'm fading it out and down just to kind of follow kind of like how a horse's face would look, I guess, when you look head on. So it's more self-explanatory when you just watch, but basically what I'm going to do is take some different colors and contour with it, and then just bring the contour down the sides of my jaw, and I want it to fade out as it goes down. So then I'm going to take that neon pink as I did before, and I'm going to do the same thing just a little bit above that contour, because I want you to definitely be able to see the colors. I don't want it just to look like a mix up of colors. I definitely want there to be a distinct line between the colors. And you'll see in a little bit I do blend it out because I want this to be harsh but blended at the same time. And then I'm taking that same pink shade and I'm contouring my nose, but I'm starting my contour up at my eyebrow because horses' noses start like right by their eyes. They kind of have an elongated nose, so that's kind of what I'm doing. And then I want the nose to be pink, so I'm filling in all underneath of my own nose with that pink. Again, we're not like really going to like, someone's not going to mistake me as a horse, but it's just kind of more of like a whimsical fairy tale version of a unicorn. Then I'm taking Moonstone Highlight by Becca. That's just the lightest highlight that I have. And I'm basically highlighting the bridge of my nose and my entire face and chest with this. And definitely on the tops of the contour. Anywhere that I contour, I definitely want to add a highlight. But I'm basically just putting this everywhere because, again, we want our skin tone to look a little bit lighter. So this is going to do that for us without having to paint our whole face white. I thought that this look needed a little bit of blue, so I'm taking a little bit of a blue shadow and I'm dusting that in the contours. Again, the more colors, the better. I've never seen a unicorn that wasn't like colorful and sparkly, so that is what we are going for. I'm dotting some of that pink shade around my eye just to create some more texture and bring that pink color in and around just everywhere. I also brought some around my lip. And then what I'm doing is I'm kind of making a little bit of a crown with some gems. So I want the base of it to be pink, so that is why I am dotting around my forehead with that same pink shade. And I want to see a little bit of texture, so that's why I'm not completely shading it in. I'm kind of dotting it around. And it kind of looks like Wonder Woman a little bit, but that's okay, because once the gems go on, you kind of still get those unicorn vibes. I'm starting out with a big gem that is purple, and I got this at Michael's, and then I'm going to take some pearls and little silver crystal gems and putting those all over where I kind of want the crown to be. But I definitely want the point of the crown to be where that purple gem is. And I'm just using eyelash glue to adhere it to my skin. Some of them are already sticky, so I kind of just stuck them to my skin. But if I was like wearing this all night, I would definitely be sure to use eyelash glue. And then I found this little unicorn thing at Michael's or the Halloween store somewhere. You can pretty much like make one of these. I painted it with pink and purple as well. And then I'm going to contour my neck and chest just to kind of tie everything together. And then I'm going to create drips with paint. So this is just water activated paint that I'm using, and I'm just taking the pink and purple shades. You just basically want to load your brush with water and then the paint, and you just kind of let it drip. So I know I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself there, but I'm still just contouring my collarbones, my neck, basically all the hollows, and then I'm going to create the drips in a second. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you are going to be unicorn for Halloween, and I will see you in my next Halloween video.